sometimes you'll be talking to a friend and you'll be like, I'm going through this thing and here's what's happening and here's how I feel. And they're like, oh my God, I've been feeling that same thing. Here's my situation. Yeah, we've all been there, right? It happens all the time. And there's a reason for that. And I'm going to tell you why. My name is Sarah Woodard. I am the founder of Spark Consciousness, and my mission is to help people like you who are feeling lost find their purpose through connection with nature. Okay, so what's the deal here? Why is everybody always feeling all the same things all at the same time? I'm very glad that you asked, and I'm glad that you are here so I can answer this for you. What's happening to you? It's happening to everyone, but it looks different. What? But it is. I know everyone's life experience is unique, but I also know that what's happening to you is happening to everyone. It just looks different. Here's why. Everything on this planet, all humans, all life, the planet herself, we are all energetically connected. Some spiritual communities might call this the collective, but it doesn't matter what you call it. Just know that that connection exists, and quantum science is actually now setting out to prove this. So it's not just spiritual woohoo people who think this, it's also scientists who think this. And what this means, it's whatever's happening in this collective connection, it happens for everyone, but it shows up differently. So it means that because this is all happening out there in the energy, and it happens to everyone, it's just showing up differently. It's an opportunity for all of us to grow both personally and as a group, as humanity as a whole. It also means that the work that you're doing to improve your life, raise your vibes, find your purpose, all that good stuff that you're driving in and doing right now, it's raising the vibe for the entire collection of connection. It also means, by the way, that if you're pulling the collective down and not doing this work, you're actually making it harder for those people who are. So if that sounds like you, jump on board with the rest of us and start doing the work. I promise it's more fun than you think. So here's an example of how this kind of shows up differently for people, okay? Some of you may know that I recently started forest bathing. And it's super cool. At one of the ones I recently went to, we were encouraged to meditate on the good stuff that's happening in and amongst the bad stuff. And I'm paraphrasing here. The leader used Pema Chodron's words, which were probably more beautiful, but these will suffice. And so for me, my meditation really wound up being about finding positivity in the dissatisfaction with my current living situation while waiting for the right move, the right house, whatever it looks like, to come along. I also realized I have to fire my realtors, but that's a whole other thing. Now, for someone else in this group, an older gentleman, for him, this meditation wound up being a reflection for him of how there was all these weeds in they have different garden beds in their front yard, and there was all these weeds, and it was causing him a lot of anxiety to feel like there was just all these weeds, and oh my gosh. And he realized the best thing that he could do was just to go out and start pulling the weeds. And each time he finished one raised bed, he was like really motivated and excited and proud of himself. And that gave him the oomph he needed to go and do more work. And he realized during this meditation that as he was doing that physical weeding, he was also doing his inner weeding to get rid of those negative thoughts. Very different life circumstances, right? But we both were trying to find some positivity in the situation. We both needed to find some joy in the mundane, some happiness in the dissatisfaction. And that's what I mean. It happens all the time. These overlaps, these similarities. It's a never-ending cycle and circle of growth and change and healing. And it helps humanity, all of us, to rediscover how to live in harmony with nature and all life. We were born knowing how to do this, but we have forgotten due to stress, societal pressures, and modern day life. If you are ready to do the work to live in harmony, reconnect with your soul purpose, and be a positive force for change, you are in the right spot, my friend. I encourage you to check around my channel, hit subscribe, And also, check out the links that I'll drop down there for you for my bi-weekly newsletter and my online course, as well as my other services. I've got your back here. Let's all do this work together. I will see you next time.